Hello everybody, welcome back to Evolve. We're going to be playing as Goliath on Wraith Trap against Slim Carla, Maggie and Blitz Markov for this one. Very tame team. We'll do ALBINO. It's a bit of a desert map, so give me everything except rock, and traversals will be the perk of choice. I'm going to put it in video because we've not done it for a while. Just going to spend 2 little seconds here just mentioning this to you. It is relevant to... I'm off already, guys, can you believe it? Not even left the lobby yet. I mean, this is just something that's relevant to me. It doesn't necessarily attribute itself to Dead by Daylight or, you know, other ASIMs and all that kind of stuff, right? This is why, or well, I should say, this is what the game should look like at the top of the ASIM genre at the moment, perks-wise. The reason everybody is at each other's throats and the war, you know, the us versus them stuff that's in the game, is because your game doesn't look like this and is full of literally about 300 more perks than this, you know, just 9 here. You only get 1 of these to take into the game here as well, so only 1 of these will ever be in play at one time. You basically pick what aspect of your gameplay you want to buff here with this, and that's it, right? This, and in respect to the stage 2 version of the game, this is what I'm going into this actually for, because I did mention this when I actually did, you know, when we went back over to stage 2 at Christmas, just to mention it when we was doing Glacial Behemoth. This is a far better and healthier way to balance your game and a lifespan, right? You do not need more perks than this in your game, yeah? Any more than this, as we can literally see with Dead by Daylight, you're asking for imbalance. You know, you're literally asking for it. Moving on, you know? It is just what it is, fellas. Like, you know, what's the saying? I always get this mixed up. Quality over quantity. Things that do the job, minimal numbers of them, you know? There's not a perk for literally everything. It's like stage 2 of this game. Take that for example. There was tiers, and every tier of perk had, like, or every perk tier I should say, had numerous different versions of the same perks over and over again. So you could literally, there were millions of combinations when you were going through it to pick and choose which ones you wanted, you know. I'm not a game developer, boys, but if you ask me, with that kind of system, you are fucking asking for every bit of imbalance that your player base is going to complain about, as far as I'm concerned. The formula in this particular game, what you're seeing right here, was literally perfect and never needed to be changed. So, you know, we lent a little bit too far into the whole, oh, but my build diversity, you know? It's just... It strikes a chord, fellas, because it's one of the reasons why Stage 2 didn't take off again when it went free to play, because it was just massively imbalanced, and that right there is the very fucking reason why, you know. There is a better... I do go into that a bit more in depth in the Christmas video though, so if you do want to hear the full explanation and all that kind of stuff, it's on the channel. It's the... I believe it's the Glacial Behemoth video. We do it at like the end of it. I'll go into it there. It's a bit passion ranty, but you know, that's just who we are on this channel. If it is your first video though, welcome. You walked into this one of all videos. It's a 4v1 ASIM, boys. We're currently playing as the monster, and that entails doing what we're presently doing. Killing and eating wildlife, filling up this little ring meter, and avoiding those people whilst doing so. I don't know who that is. That looks like Slim based on the silhouette. That's Maggie, I think. Ah, well, she's clearly coming around this way, so we're going this way. Monsters at stage 1 are very weak, so we want to stay well away from hunters. That is going to give us stage 2. That's fine. I don't care, quite honestly. Give me some distance. Now Goalie is, from what you can probably see, the fastest monster in the game as well, so if he wants to run, he will do, and there's not really anything they can do about it. Unless you have stuff like harpoons. This team does actually have harpoons with Maggie, so we'll see how it goes. It's largely because his traversal leaps aren't affected by stasis effects, so if you're using stasis in a fight against Goliath, it's not really going to be effective. Not as much as harpoons that do stop his traversal. Because he is a very leapy boy. And a lot of his, well, a source of some of his power is how mobile he actually is. Just going to top the armour back up and then we'll get fighting now because we've got a little bit bigger, as you may have noticed. Ah, that's fine. Do you get that? We'll get Daisy down here first because she's going to give us, she's going to give them really fast revives. We do have Carla draining the armour at the moment, so we need to be mindful of that. Carla does have access to a beam, which is what you saw there, the little red kind of beam that was got on us, that will temporarily remove all our armour and let the rest of the team feed damage into the red bar, which is my vitality. And if that runs out, we're dead, boys. You know? Basic gaming. So it's obviously mindful to... or it's good to be mindful, I should say. Just keep an eye on that health bar, you know? We do get her. We'll get out. For such reason. Because we're losing red HP now, so... That doesn't fill me with joy, we get rid of it before they come through it. Good, that's one of our teleporters. If they actually came through there, that would have been absolutely terrible. If we get move speed, we'll happily take that. Going to give us stage 3, I'm going to go back in there though. We do want to play for some strikes. Strikes will be the little white blocks you'll now see on HP bars then. Reduces max HP if they get 2 of them. They also lose access to the in-cap phase and just die. Basically the same as Left 4 Dead. Good. There's the armour drain. Could have done with breaking line of sight there. Strike on Slim would be very good as well. Slim's very high sustain and a vampiric style medic. The more damage he does to us with his shotgun, the more he heals himself and his team. He's isolated at the moment, good. Now we do want Maggie. Stopped by the harpoon there. Bit of a weird example, but... Yep. It's an out situation. And we are most definitely now going to go to stage 3, because we've lost a massive amount of HP at the end there. Get ourselves over here. We do have the HP regen tyrant. Which is that. We'll just grab it here. There's usually a lot of wildlife in this area, so we'll make use of it when we come out of this. Stage 3 is the final form. We're now absolutely massive, have a lot of damage and a lot of HP. This thing's going to stare at me, look. It's not quite clued in on Darwinism because this is not a fight it wins. But it does act as though it can, which is hilarious. Yeah. Top off the rest with this. Good, that'll do. No, not quite. Can't actually see because of the scent thing at the moment that Slim's providing. I want to get Carla down so we don't get armor stripped. That's the harpoon, that's why it is good against Goldie. I'm trying to push him around this way. Good. Now we'll definitely need Maggie. She's dead. Get me out of that. Get out quick. Injured animations, by the way. Won't get this level of detailing in a PvP game anymore. I've seen anyway. For several years now. You've literally thought of everything in this game. There's a detail for it all. I'll take traversals here because his move speed's about to run out. So these two perks, buffs I should say, basically do the same thing. Just going to get faster leaps, which is slightly better to be honest. So I do get a bit slower like this though, but yeah, look, he's injured. He is the only monster that has an injured state like this though, but it is a nice detail when you catch it. Kind of shows it is a war for survival, both sides, despite how big I am. Colonist with it. One of them dead. Colonists do permanently die, they don't come back on the dropship. I need to actually be careful here because the armor drain's going to I do need him to come up here, good. There it is, we're going to get out there because I think Maggie's just come back just before we get downed. Works. Can't see anything because of the clouds. We're actually in a place where that's going to be relevant here, I think. I don't want to just yet because I kind of want to use traversals as much as I can. Ah, fuck it. These traversals are quite good, so we'll go and get the HP regen Tyrant. You're actually going to see it in a live environment here. Oh, hang on. Maybe not. I kind of want them to move away because I do actually need it. It's fine. See how much armor we're losing as well, that's why you need to get armor before you fight this thing. It isn't a fight it wins though, just as I said. There it is. Bit of a smaller buff this, as you can see it's ticking down a bit faster, but it is going to give us some HP back. And bevy a little bit. Ooh, that's quite good. That could have been fucking terrible there, dude, if that armor tick didn't, well, if she drained my armor properly there. Slim dead. This might be over, actually. Just give me a bit more, bit more. Go with that mine. Animations. Positional striking. We go there every time. Top of the ASIM genre only has one singular fucking attack animation for every character in its game. Just gotta make the comparison, you know, because we chose that game over this one. There you go. Beautiful. Bit of a close one, that, to be fair. We speak thy mind, ladies and gentlemen. And it's not out of a sense of hate, either. It's out of a sense of just genuinely wanting better video games, and it gets misconstrued a lot when I do play Dead by Daylight, because it gets very spicy over there when I'm playing it, because it's dog shit in comparison, just black and white. But it is the only ASIM I can actually play multiplayer now. So if people want to see me play PvP, and obviously, you know, there are people that come to these videos and say, can you play some PvP? I can't play PvP on this game anymore due to time zones. The rest of the player base are, you know, all in like America, you know. You can't tell by the voice, I'm British, so I'm across the water, across the pond. The time when everybody in America's playing the game is usually about 5 o'clock in the morning for me, so it isn't feasible, you know. So we have Dead by Daylight on the channel, and that's not to say I don't like Dead by Daylight, but it can be massively better than what it is, fellas, as far as I'm concerned. So, you know, coming from here, what you've just seen, you know, insane amount of animation quality, insane amount of atmosphere that the game has. It's very subtle in how it does its atmosphere, but it does work. Very high quality models, high quality monsters. The lore is phenomenal. Everything about the game's perfect. Then you go over to Dead by Daylight. It's like, okay, I'm running in circles from a badly animated man with a knife. Gameplay. Fucking makes no sense to me, it's fine. Right, anyway, hope you've enjoyed the gameplay, regardless. There's the Tyrant buff for those who wanted to see that as well, actually in a live environment rather than trying to force it, because we did actually need it towards the end there. But yeah, there it is. See you on the next one.